Good morning on this fine Wednesday. It's a fine Wednesday, but the weather again is cold and rainy here in South Dakota. I feel like it's getting to be the end of May, and I am still craving soup and wearing yoga pants. So I'm hoping that eventually the sun will come out. So good morning. Today I want to talk to you about your goals for the next 6 months because as scary as it is, when we start looking at 6 months, we're already getting to the end of our year of 2019. And I know a lot of us had goals when we first started the year, and I'm curious to know where those goals are at, if you're meeting them, and if you're setting new ones or how all that's working. Let me know down in the comments. But I want to talk to you today about actually hitting those goals, if you're having trouble meeting those goals, and what you can do to make it different. So if you don't know me, if you haven't been on live with me before, my name is Rachel and I help moms lose weight. We bust sugar cravings, we get more energy, we let go of all those beliefs that tell us that we can't do it, and we lose weight, and it's awesome. So thank you for joining us today. If you have anybody that has a goal of losing weight or having some type of goals in the next 6 months, share this video with them because they might find what I'm about to say a little bit interesting, as you may as well. So first thing I want you to do is when you get on live, whether you're on live or whether you're listening to the replays, go down in the comments and let me know what your goals are for the end of 2019 for the next 6 months. So whether it's lose weight, whether it's dump the sugar cravings, or have more energy to chase after your kids, or to fit into those jeans come fall, or maybe you have a really short-term goal of wearing a two-piece on the 4th of July. How exciting would that be? So I would love to know what those goals are. And then once you figure out and share what those goals are, I'd love to hear how it is going for you. Are you meeting that? Are you on the road to meeting that? Are you struggling a little bit? Like, where are you at when it comes to actually hitting those goals? And what I want to talk to you about today is the whole idea that if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, you're going to get the same result. And that kind of sounds obvious and like, well, duh. But a lot of us keep doing the same things when it comes to our health and fitness or anything in our life, and we expect the result to be different. And why is that? Why do we keep doing the same wrong things over and over again and expect to have a different result? And this comes to whether you're talking about raising your kids. We've been homeschooling for this last school year, and there were struggles. There still are some struggles, but over the course of the year, I had to change the way I was doing things if I wanted my kids to respond differently. So the first, couple of months, it was like, all right, here's your plan, work on the stuff on your plan, and at the end of our time together today, we're going to correct it all. And that totally didn't work because they did not always stay on plan, and they get sidetracked and work on something else or whatever. And it caused more stress for me. So it became, okay, it's time to modify that plan and come up with a different way of doing this. And now we're at a point where I feel like we're like on a roll. I'm excited the school year's over, but I'm like, gosh, we're finally on a roll of getting things going the way I wanted them to go. And now it's going to be time to stop. But I'm going to pick up that momentum when it comes to the fall. So when it comes to your health and fitness, if you're doing the same workout that you were doing a year, 2 years ago, if you're eating the same meal plan or not following the same meal plan. So if you've got the same meal plan that you've been kind of using, but you've been not following it because you don't like it, it's not something that's satisfying to you and all that. If you're still doing those same wrong things, you're going to get the same result. So if you've been trying to lose those last 10 pounds, and this is my story, I had those last 10 pounds and I couldn't lose them. I, tried doing, and I have talked a lot about the different ways that I've tried to quote, lose weight. I'd hardly eat anything all week. And then by the weekend I'd be hungry and unsatisfied and I would eat everything in sight. Well, that just means you lose weight during the week, sort of, and then you gain it all back over the weekend. And so I never lost the 10 pounds. I was always losing the same 2 pounds over and over and over again. When it comes to my workouts, I remember when I was in college, I was the cardio queen. That's all I did was cardio. I never lifted a weight. I was like, cardio, burn calories, burn calories, burn calories. And so I did a lot of cardio. And when I got to law school, I taught aerobics, and I taught a fitness class that had a little bit of weights in it, and it was longer than the classes that I've been doing in the past. So in my mind, instead of going, oh, I should lift weights, my mind went to, I need to do longer workouts. So I got to this point from then on. So for the next 15 years where let's say 15 years. Yeah, probably about that, where my whole idea was, well, I'm going to work out longer. So I'd get into these hour and a half or 2 hour long workouts that I try to fit in before my kids got up in the morning. And guess what? My results were really not that different, but it was this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. So I kept on doing it. I kept on starving myself during the week, overeating on weekends, and working out excessively to try to burn off those calories that I ate on the weekend was basically what I was doing. When I changed all that about 4.5 years ago, it was a slow change. I started doing actually 30-minute workouts. So they were much shorter workouts with weights in them. That helped immensely. Actually, I started doing weights a little bit earlier than that. And I started to see the changes in my body and my metabolism. And then about a year and a half ago is when I started really paying attention to the food that I was eating and creating these meal plans for myself that were satisfying, that tasted good, that made me feel good. That's when I started to get the results. That's when I lost the last 10 pounds. That's when I had the energy. That's when I stopped having that crappy gurgling feeling in my stomach all the time that, gosh, would not go away. But I just thought it was the way it was. I never imagined that it was because of the foods I was eating. So I started to make these changes. I started to do things differently. And that's when I got the results. When I look at the pictures of myself prior, like I take a lot of workout selfies. You've seen them in the group. When I take pictures of myself from the time, 10 years ago, those wouldn't have been workout selfies, but pictures of me in my swimsuit versus 4 years ago when I started taking workout selfies to what I look at now. I work out less, I eat more food, but I look and feel better. I mean, it's just amazing how that like counteractive way of thinking is actually what's going to work out for you. So when I work with my challengers, even before they sign up with me, I'm like, are you ready to do something different? Something that might feel a little bit wrong. I want you to work out less and I want you to eat more food. They all kind of go, oh, I'm not sure about that. But I'm like, you know what? What have you got to lose? What you're doing now isn't working for you. Let's do something that's going to work for you. Let's eat more food and let's work out less and let's see what happens. What's the worst thing that can happen? You gain a little weight. Okay. So you go back to what you were doing before and you lose it, right? But if you're getting to the spot where you're like, I've got this plateau or I'm not meeting my goals no matter what I do. I've tried the diet pills and the coffee and all these things and it's not working for me. Let's see what the boot camp can do for you. And so I'm still taking enrollment for the Sugar Busting Boot Camp through the end of May. And I know I talk a lot about sugar in relation to this boot camp, but it's really about eating more and working out less and getting results is what the key is. And I share with you the meal plans I use. I share with you the foods that I'm eating, the workouts I'm doing, and the things that have worked for all of the challengers that I've had over the last 4.5 years. You've got the accountability. Somebody saying, hold on a second, I haven't seen you work out today, or hold on a second, are you eating enough? It looks like what you shared with me on your meal plan of what you ate today is not enough food. You need to eat more. It's about supporting each other. It's about doing the right things that are going to work for your body. Now, it's not a one-size-fits-all program. That's for sure not what we're doing here. There's workouts that work for some people and that don't work for others. Some people get major, awesome results from doing a yoga workout, which we can do together. Some people get amazing results from doing all weights. Some people get amazing results from doing all cardio. It really depends on you. And that's why I help you create the program for you, the workout that's going to work for you. And then when it comes to meal planning, the meal planning, it's dependent on the person. Everybody's got their different variables. They've got different times of day that they can eat. I work with nurses who say, well, I'm up at night, so how do I make the meal plan work for me? We can make it work. I work with people that say, well, I don't have a break during the day except for like a noon break. I don't get any other break. We can make the meal plan work for you. One of my big things was that when I first started doing this, it was, you should eat before you work out. I never ate before I worked out. And at first I was resistant. I was like, wait a minute, that's more calories than I need. I'm not going to do it. It's been working fine for me so far. And then I had to ask myself, is it working for you? It's not. I'm kind of tired during my workouts. I don't always have a lot of energy. I'm not getting the results I want. So I'm going to try this different thing. And I tried it. And now I would never, ever, ever go back of having food before I work out, which is a little challenge since I work out usually at around 6 a.m. And when I first started doing that, I was trying to eat vegetables and eggs before I worked out, and I could not swallow that at that time of morning. So I modified it. I created something different that works for me. So I can help you do those same things as well. So this is about creating a system that's going to work for you long term. There's not a quick fix. There's not something that's going to magically make the fat on your stomach disappear overnight, but it's going to be something that you're going to be able to do long term. You're going to be able to continue with this program for your lifetime because it's not an overnight situation. It's something that you need to do long term. And it's something that you're going to feel satisfied. You're going to work out less, you're going to eat more, and you're going to get better results. I can't imagine what more there could be. So if you're interested in checking out the boot camp, I'm taking applications now through the end of May, which is 31 days in May. So you've got about 10 more days, 8 more days, 9 more days to check it out and apply. This is the last time I'm going to offer the Sugar Busting Boot Camp. The end of May is the end of this one. And so if you really want to jump on this now, find out how you can work out less, eat more and get results, dumping sugar cravings, help your stomach feel better, and fit into that pre-pregnancy outfit you've been longing for, apply. There's no obligation if you apply. You're just basically giving me your information, and we'll chat a little bit and decide if this program is even the right thing for you. So I can't wait to chat with you. I'm going to throw the link down for the bootcamp application down in the comments, and let me know, again, if you're just jumping on live or if you're watching the replay, what are your goals for the next 6 months and what are you doing to meet them? So have a great